What's going on, Shady people? Shady here. Welcome back to the channel for another VGC ranked battle video here in the Master Ball Rank. Today, I'm using a team that my best friend Drew used to get top 64 in the Orlando Regional, the largest and hardest regional. I am so proud of my best friend, and I really wanted to feature this team. I'm going to go ahead and link his video down in the description, which gives you the full breakdown of this team. So I highly advise you go there if you want an in-detail analysis of what you want to do with this team. But really quick, we're going to go over the stars that we see on the screen. We have Goldango, who's kind of just, we know what Goldango like to do. It's rocking Covert Cloak, which is huge against certain matchups, especially like, big rock guy. I want to say Barbarticle, and that is not the Pokemon. Okay, well, we know that it's good against residual damage against the big annoying lad who I'm hoping we see today so that I can remember his name. We got Mega Ring, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot, and Protect with the Water Terra type. Then we have Iron Hands, which this whole team is kind of featured around Iron Hands, very similar to the Annihilate team that I ran. Iron Hands just does it better, right? It's bulkier naturally, it's running Citrus Berry, it's got the Grass Terra type for defensive measures against ground type moves. It's got Drain Punch, Wild Charge, Swords Dance, Protect. So you can see Goldango and Iron Hands kind of very similar. They both have a setup move, and then they both have extreme pressure. I would argue that Goldango has a bit more pressure with Make It Rain being a spread move, but Drain Punch has more staying power, so it's really, really cool. Then we have Sandy Shocks, which I'm so excited to use. Another Electric type on the team with the booster energy so that it's very, very fast. It'll outspeed Iron Bundles if their booster energy is spent or if they don't have one at all in their Focus Sash. We got Thunderbolt, Earth Power, Terra Blast, and Protect. Really cool mon. Want to use it today. If I see an Iron Bundle, I'm just going to bring it and hope for the best. Then we have the Arcanine with Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, Snarl, and Psychic Fangs. Pretty much identical to the one that I ran as well, so I'm not going to go over that too much. Amoonguss, Rocky Helmet, Pollen Puff, Clear Smog, Rage Powder Spore. Once again, pretty much identical to the one that I ran on my team. And then we have Grimmsnarl, pretty much identical to the one I ran on my team with Prankster, Light Clay, Spirit Break, Light Screen Reflect, and Misty Terrain, which comes in clutch. So I'm gonna jump in. We're gonna do 4 battles today, but before we do that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is an action-packed, free-to-play RPG that has you collecting hundreds of champions and even duking it out against other players in the arena. In the PvP arena, speed is king. You wanna make sure your team is as fast as possible in order to get the jump on enemy teams. And while there are a ton of different strategies you can toy around with, speed plus a nuker will get you climbing the ladder super quick. A nuker does just what it sounds like, attacks the entire enemy team to nuke them off the battlefield. Crack open your favorite nuker, gear them up, and start decimating other players in the arena. Raid's got a ton of cool events going on this month, including Forge Pass Season 7, and even more events where you can get anniversary points as part of the 3-month-long 4-year celebration for Raid. With love being in the air, expect some Valentine's Day themed champions to be making their way into Raid as well. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get your exclusive rewards in Raid right now. This month's Prime Gaming Drop for Raid features Genbo the Dishonored, a powerful Void champion who's really strong in PvP. He's available till March 2nd, and I've already claimed mine, so go claim yours. And if somehow you haven't heard, you may not know that the MMA and pro wrestling megastar Ronda Rousey has made an exciting leap into the world of Raid with her very own champion. You can get Ronda by simply opening Raid on 7 different days before February 20th. That's all there is to it. To celebrate Ronda's arrival in Raid, you can also use the special promo code RAIDRONDA to get a bunch of helpful stuff for leveling your Ronda up so she's at the top of her game. Just enter promo code RAIDRONDA in-game and all these goodies can be yours. Be sure to check the description down below for available promo codes for new and old players alike. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, be sure to click the link in the description down below or scan my QR code here on screen to get bonuses worth up to $35 in-game, including the free Epic Champion Jotun and other useful in-game items. All of your treasure will be waiting for you right here in-game. And maybe we'll run into each other in the PvP arena. I know I have a long grind to go. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring today's video, but now back to Pokemon. All right, our first battle, we have a Klefki. Whoa, that's Prankster v Prankster. Dragonite, Iron Hands, a Meowscarada, which is kind of rare, Iron Bundle, and then the Hydreigon. So, I think that this is going to be a little bit of a screen off, because Klefki does like to run screens. We do have the Screen Breaker in Arcanine, and I don't see... I mean, I think Iron Hands can get Brick Break, but it's not common at all, and I'd be kind of happy if that's a slot taken up there. But I think what I'm going to do here with no competitive leads on my opponent's side of the field, I'm going to lead the Arcanine. The rest of the Pokemon that I see, I think Iron Hands does a pretty good job against. I don't think we need to go the Goldango route at all because there's a couple of resists there in the Klefki and the Iron Hands. I think that's fine. I want to bring Dinkelberg just for the Iron Bundle. I really do. I think overall Amoonguss is the better choice, but the content choice is to bring Dinkelberg. I love that your name is Dinkelberg, bro. I didn't even know that. We were building teams together. I didn't realize you named this thing Dinkelberg. Sandy Shocks named Dinkelberg. Incredible. All right. Oh, and you got the shiny iron bundle in your profile card. Okay, here we go. First battle, let's see, it's been a minute since I've had a battle. We have Klefki and Hydreigon. So my gut says this is gonna be screens plus focus energy. Now the problem with that is that I'm not going to be doing as much damage as I would like. I'm not gonna be doing as much like effectiveness with my snarl, right? Because if it's focus energy, snarl doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter much. I think for now, I'm just gonna set up a light screen and I'm gonna click snarl. I'm gonna do that regardless, so that we can learn if it's the focus energy set, but honestly, focus energy behind screens seems really, really nice. So I would not be surprised if that's what we're gonna see. We are gonna see the fire Terra type. We kind of forced that out by having a spirit break, having a fairy type attack on our team. You cannot stay 4 times weak. And then we are going to see a reflect from the Klefki to stop those flare blitzes from doing too much. I'm gonna set up my light screen. Let's really hope you're not focus energy, because if you are, I'm in big trouble. Because focus energy is gonna make it so that you crit through my light screen and crit through these snarls. But I'm just gonna cross my fingers and I'm gonna really hope that is not it. Okay, I would so much prefer Nasty Plot over focus energy right now. Absolutely prefer Nasty Plot over focus energy. The reason why is because even though, you know what, Klefki might want to go for a Thunder Wave here. Some Klefkis do rock Thunder Wave, so I'm gonna take the time to go for the gosh diggity darn Misty Terrain, which will also reduce Dragon type damage, which is nice. And then I think what I'm gonna do, I kind of want to just Psychic Fangs, honestly. I'm going to, but I want to keep the special attack down. I do want to keep that special attack down, but I also want to get through this Reflect for free. Now, we don't need to get through Reflect right now. We're not doing physical damage. Let's get the Misty Terrain up. We actually moved before the Klefki this time, so Klefki is not going for a status move or anything like that. It's clearly going for something offensive. Drain Kiss? I don't know what this thing wants to go for offensively. But we're gonna get that Hydreigon back down to neutral, but now it's at +2. Which is a little bit unfortunate for sure, but we have 2 ways to lower your Trick Room. Okay, I was wrong, but I was also right. Going for the Trick Room is dangerous. What would you want to switch into under Trick Room? You'd want to switch into Iron Hands under Trick Room, right? So here's what I can do. If you're gonna switch, well, I have my own Iron Hands in the back, so I'm not worried about it. Sandy Shocks is looking really scared right now. I think what I want to do is I would like to go for a Spear. I think there's a good chance Hydreigon protects here. I'm gonna set up the Reflect, and then I am going to Psychic Fangs the Klefki slot, literally hard reading Iron Hands. Okay, I did not read correctly. There was no reads happening, unfortunately. We're gonna see foul play, but the Reflect is gonna be useful there, and we're gonna see Dragon Pulse. That's not gonna do anything. Okay, that did more than I wanted to see. Oh, because it's Life Orb. Okay, that makes sense. It did more than I wanted to see. Let's go ahead and crack this screen real quick. I think now, after seeing that Dragon Pulse damage, if that's the move of choice for this Pokemon, I'm pretty free to go ahead and go for a Spirit Break, and I think an Extreme Speed. I don't even think I need to Snarl. I think 2 Extreme Speeds will take this Hydreigon out. Oh, I was wrong. That is bulky. That is a bulky lad. And the Reflect does come back up, unfortunately. Maybe I should have just, I really don't want to Flare Blitz the Klefki right now, because I want Trick Room to make sure it's, I want Trick Room to end, right? I want Trick Room to end. And then I want a Flare Blitz. But for now, since we see that, you know, that Nasty Plot again, what are you at, you're at +3 right now. Okay, you are very strong. I'm gonna go for the Snarl and the Spirit Break. We'll move before this Hydreigon, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna get this thing down to 1, which is what it was just at before, right? It was just at that. I really wanna start seeing, though, some Life Orb damage to start whittling this thing down. I really was hoping that Extreme Speed would do more than it did with the Reflect down. That does nothing. That's no damage at all. Heat Wave, wait, we gotta dodge? Grimmsnarl dodges, and that is the important one. Wow, this Hydreigon is very, very slow. I actually didn't realize how slow it was. But that's okay. We get a Snarl off, and that's good. Hydreigon is in range, not in range of Extreme Speed, unfortunately, because the Reflect is up. But I think we can go for a Spirit Break and a Psychic Fangs here. And I think that will be good. The battle was, what? I guess they knew they were gonna lose. Their Hydreigon was their only hope. Listen, I'm taking that as a W. I played that correctly. We're going to the second battle. All right, so even though technically Sandy Shocks came to the last battle, Sandy Shocks is coming to this battle. We got a rain team here. Pelipper, we got Big Dozo, we got Tatsugiri, we got Palafin, all which Terragrass Dinkelberg will feel really great against. I will really enjoy that. We will also bring a Moongus for this match for sure. Screens are going to be mostly useful because Oblivious does not, or is it Unaware? Unaware does not stop screen, which is great. I can actually kind of, not really, but I can kind of set up with Iron Hands in front of Dozo, not to do damage to the Dozo, but then a Moongus can come in and make sure that I'm fine. So I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna lead Iron Hands to threaten the fake out on the Palafin potentially. Go Amoongus, go Sandy Shocks. No Arcanine here scares me a lot, but we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go with it because I don't want you firing off free water type attacks into slots that don't like it. But I think both Sandy Shocks and Iron Hands are gonna make this battle pretty easy. All right, we're gonna see the Pelipper and the Dozo outright. Interesting. Okay, that is definitely a little scary, to say the least. I am going to go ahead and set up the early reflect. I believe setting up the early reflect is the correct play. And I almost want to just hard swap out into a Moongus, but there's a chance a Hurricane goes into this slot, right? So I think I'm going to play it super safe and go for a Protect to scout. I want a Swords Dance, but I think Tatsugiri's coming in right away. We are going to see the Tatsu, I'm sure. Okay, Tatsugiri is here right away. And we are gonna get Commander going, one of my least favorite things in the world. However, I think the Protect is absolutely the best play because we're gonna see some wave crashes. And I'm hoping that it goes into that slot, even though obviously a Moongus having taken that would have been kind of fine, would have been kind of okay. I think this is still the better scenario. I'm also wishing I had the Arcanine for Intimidate right now. It is what it is. We can't really go back. Let's go ahead and pray. Absolutely. Oh, you went for special. Oh my gosh. Your special Dozo? Oh no! Wow. That is huge. I mean, you got me good, dude. You really did. I'm going to attempt. I'm absolutely going to attempt to make something happen here. I think the only thing I can really do is go for the Clear Smog. And if you're Steel type, I lose. But if you're Steel type, I'm gonna go ahead and Terrestrialize and I think Drain Punch. There's no reason to Swords Dance in this scenario. Like, I know I said I could set up here. I'm not setting up here, there's no way. Please don't be Steel type. Please do not be Steel type. Grass, okay. I can't Spore you, but I can Clear Smog you. I'm kind of fine with that. I'm kind of fine with that. The only problem I do have is I don't know if this Amoongus survives a +2 Ice Beam. That's kind of up in the air right now. I kind of feel like I'm trying to take a belt off with my feet. I have no idea. But we do got Grass v Grass Terrestrialization. Hoping that we can survive an Ice Beam on the Amoongus. Okay, we're just gonna see Surf. That's fine. Okay, we're in the driver's seat again. We're in the driver's seat again. That is so much damage. If I had Light Screen up though, we would be cruising. We would be absolutely cruising. So, even more reason I wish I had my Snarling Arcanine right now. Even more reason. We're gonna Clear Smog. It is super effective, so it does do a decent amount of damage. Pollen Puff will do even more, but I think the play here is to actually, actually no, I have to just do damage to you, right? Sandy Shocks is not gonna have anything to do with you at all. So I don't have time to Pollen Puff my Iron Hands, I don't think. We're gonna take so much less damage though overall this turn. I think I Pollen Puff and I Drain Punch. I can't Swords Dance, unfortunately. I cannot Swords Dance. So we're gonna get a Drain Punch off. It does a decent amount. It does a decent amount. I do think next turn, based on that damage, we absolutely go for Swords Dance. If he's just gonna keep clicking Surf, maybe this thing is choiced. This thing could absolutely be choiced. As much as I want to preserve my Amoongus and, oh, that's damage. As much, oh. No, okay, I know the play. I absolutely Spore the Tatsugiri and I go for the Drain Punch. I was gonna SD this turn. I think this is a better play. I think this is a better play. Maybe we could have SD'd and like Rage Powdered or SD'd and Pollen Puffed myself. but I think then unfortunately, our Moongus might go down to a Surf. We're definitely in crit range, but we might actually go down to the Surf. Here, at least, we're gonna get the Spore off if you're not safety goggles, which most of these are not. Yes! Oh, that feels so good. If you're in a situation where you can knock out a Dondozo and Spore the Tatsugiri, you might as well go play Lotto. You literally might as well go play Lotto at this rate. Pelipper is coming out. Oh, Hurricanes. Okay, that's fine. Let's go for Rage Powder. And let's go for, you know what? Let's medium size brain it. We're gonna medium size brain it. We're gonna go for Rage Powder. And I am going to, I think, Drain Punch the Pelipper. And I can explain why this is, but I think it's the play. So the reason why I'm doing this is I think a Hurricane's coming out. It'll take the Amoonguss out, which will bring Sandy Shocks in on the next turn. I'm just going for Drain Punch here to break a potential sash on the Pelipper. I feel like a lot of them are sashed. I could have Wild Charged. It's definitely an option to Wild Charge. However, it's a crit. Look at that. There was a crit on deck waiting to happen. It could have been the Surf, for all we know. We are going to go ahead and get Sandy Shocks in here after we just get a little baby Drain Punch, right? Nothing crazy. Give me as much HP as possible. Wild Charge might have one shot, for sure. It's definitely bringing it down to its sash. However, the rain now stops, and this is exactly what I was gonna talk about. We're down to our final two Pokemon, but one of my opponent's Pokemon is sleeping, and the other one is Sandy Shocks, AKA Dinkelberg. And we're gonna go ahead and see the Photosynthesis increase my speed, which is huge. And now we outspeed the Pelipper, easy. So I can freely Thunderbolt here, and then I can freely, I could potentially Swords Dance, but we don't have a light screen up. And I don't know what physical mons my opponent has in the back, if any. I think the Dragapult might be waiting in the back. I'm just gonna Drain Punch the Tatsugiri to get health back. We're gonna see the Protect from Pelipper. That's rather unfortunate because if this Tatsugiri wakes up, we are in trouble. We are absolutely in trouble, but I think I had to make that play, and I think my opponent had to make that play. Let's see. Okay, fast asleep, we're good. This Drain Punch should do so much damage. Like, yeah, so much damage. Give me that juicy, delicious health. Oh my gosh, this is why Iron Hands is so much better than Annihilate, because it doesn't have to worry about like, oh, I need to take hits in order to be strong, or oh, I need to go ahead and set up bulk ups. It's just naturally a threat by being on the field. That is so incredible. And this isn't even a Fake Out variant, which, I mean, Fake Out is pressure, right? It is speed control in a way. But this is just, you know, a monster on your board. It's like as if your opponent was playing with two queens. It just feels bad. Pelipper is gonna go ahead and feint to that beautiful Thunderbolt from Sandy Shocks. We're gonna see Tatsugiri does open its tiny little eyes and go for the Muddy Water. Muddy Water is gonna connect on both Pokemon. Sandy Shocks can eat one. No accuracy drops. No accuracy drops. No accuracy drops, baby. So we went from a 3v2 to now a 2v1 in our favor. I have never played this team before, but the team that Drew built is so good. Like I said, check out his video linked in the description. Go show some love, because this team is nuts. You can hear his thought process behind building it and everything. And I have a scab on my arm from playing kickball at 31 years old. Here we go, Meowscarada. That is a GG if I've ever seen it. Just, you know, I would BM, but there's actually no reason. I should just Thunderbolt and Drain Punch. It doesn't matter if you're gonna Sucker Punch me. Go for it. Unless you want to go ahead and not see any animations and you want to click the battle was canceled. I'm down with that too. I am. We are gonna see. You know, I was this close to BMing and going for Protect. I was this close, but the truth is it just does not matter. Drain Punch will absolutely take you down to Sash. If you're having one, you are. Out of all the Pokemon, this is the Sash one. Not the Pelipper, makes sense. Damp Rock, potential. Tatsugiri, makes sense, probably Choice Scarf. But this one, this is the focus Sash. I mean, granted, once again, you get open team sheets, brother. I'm gonna know that 3 ways till Sunday. Not all 6 ways till Sunday, but at least 3 ways till Sunday. We would have known who your focus size is. I would have wild charged that Pelipper so hard, but this kind of, I mean, this worked out. I mean, there's a world where I get punished for making that play if Tatsugiri wakes up, for sure, but Muddy Water still doesn't one-shot. We saw that, so it's not a full punish. But then there's the chance for hacks and accuracy drops and crits, so it is what it is. This game is clearly wrapped up. My opponent is stalling for time. I do not understand why. There's the Flower Trick. 173 HP left. You are so bulky. That is a crit, obviously resisted. Drain Punch, take that 1 HP, put it in your back pocket. That's gonna be game number 3? Is it really? Wow, let's jump into game number 4. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was only game number 2. Let's go. All right, I was wrong. This is game number 3 right here. We have Quackquavel. Ooh, I really don't like facing Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim is so strong. Hydreigon, Espathra, Frostmoth, and Garganical. There it is. I said I wanted to see it, right? We're gonna see it. All right, in this matchup, Golden Go absolutely comes. Like this is a perfect matchup for Golden Go. I think we're gonna go Grimmsnarl. There's no fairy types. I mean, there's one fairy type on the opponent's side of the field. More importantly, there's a steel type, which is scary. But we're gonna go Golden Go, and we're gonna go Grimmsnarl lead. I'm gonna go ahead and go Amoonguss in the back because there's a lot of physical, I mean, there's a couple physical attacks on the opponent's side of the field. But at the same time, Iron Hands can set up pretty freely once screens are up looking at my opponent. The only thing they really have that's threatening is Espathra, which I'm not too worried about anyway. I could just go grass type if I want to. I gotta go grass. I have no idea what that bird wants to do as far as like if it's physical or special. Literally nothing in my head. I do want to bring the Iron Hands in this matchup. It is really good. Garganical just gets set up. I can set up in front of it and then just Drain Punch it and call it a day. Arcanine is an option. Intimidate does feel pretty strong, and you match up well against the Frostmoth and the Hydreigon. Technically, we saw how well you do, but it's just the duck that's really making me want to bring a Amoonguss. It really is the duck. I think though my heart is leaning Arcanine, and we have 2 seconds left. We're gonna go Arcanine, baby. Hydreigon and Tinkaton are the lead, so we have fake out pressure on top of Hydreigon. Okay. That's kind of fine. Overall, my opponent's team was way more physical, not way more physical than special. It's just the duck. I'm focusing on the duck. I think based on what's out here right now, I'm gonna click Reflect just in case we see some nasty stuff. I also think I'm gonna hard commit by going for water type Goldango. Because I don't think you're going to click, I really do not think you're gonna click fake out on Goldango. That would just be, I would scoop. I'll scoop the whole game. You can go ahead, pretend I'm an ice cream sundae, I'll scoop it up. But for now, we're gonna go water Terra type, I think facing off against his fire Terra type. So my gut is telling me. There's them flames. So we're both burning our Terra turn 1 closed team sheets, but I happen to have pretty big advantage. I was mainly doing that in case he wants a Dark Pulse, but Heat Wave Hydreigon and the fire type is so common that this also makes perfect sense too. And it gives Arcanine an even better matchup. So I'm glad we did snag the Arcanine over the Amoonguss. Although I think Goldango might just be able to handle this all the way home. I think, did I click Reflect based on the Tinkaton? I think I did. Because, okay, we're gonna see Fake Out anyway. It doesn't really matter. We'll see a Fake Out. And we're not gonna see Flash Cannon on Hydreigon at this rate because of the Heat Wave. Oh, we have a dodge? I would have preferred Voice the Grimmsnarl, I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred Voice the Grimmsnarl. Oh, that's so much damage. Okay, it's Life Orbs as well. I am gonna click Nasty Plot. I'm also the slowest thing on the field, which makes me sad. For sure, absolutely makes me sad. And I really have to decide, is it going to be special or physical? Because I'm only getting one of these up. I think because I resist Tinkaton's steel type moves right now, I am gonna go for the light screen overall. I don't think that's like 100% correct, but I think it's fine. I'm also not super worried about Tinkaton. Actually, I'm not worried about Tinkaton. Why am I going for a fly? I'm not worried about taking Tinkaton out, I should say. However, I think that going for a Shadow Ball into the Hydreigon is safe here instead of Make It Rain. I don't want to go for Make It Rain because it's resisted by the Hydreigon and I want to one-shot this thing for sure. Let's get the special moves up. We're going to see the Draco Meteor. Light Screen. Oh, not doing enough at all. Not doing enough at all, man. We're going to see Bulldoze into Tinkaton. Oh, it hits everyone. That's right. Lowers even more speed. That's super cheeky, dude. All right, the good news is that we are going to go ahead and get 2 sets of screens up. The bad news is I'm pretty sure I'm just going to lose my Goldango here. I'm pretty sure. Started to think that maybe Make It Rain was the play. Even though it probably wouldn't have taken out the Hydreigon because it resists, it would have taken out the Tinkaton. Espathra is here. I really don't know what this thing wants to do. I'm gonna learn with you guys. We have the light screen up. I probably want to, I don't need to Misty Terrain anymore. That would have been useful last turn, although light screen kind of did the same thing. I'm gonna click Reflect. I want to click Protect, but at the same time, I don't think it matters, if I'm honest with you. Unless the Espathra is physical, then it matters. Let's just go Make It Rain. I'm slower than everything. I'm gonna get taken out one way or another. We'll get a Reflect up, and I'm sure we're gonna see a double knockout. Lumina Crash is Psychic type. I survive on 7! Oh, but you Gigaton into that slot, you cheeky, cheeky lad. dead. Wow, Protect would have been free. Protect would have been free for me. It would have been a free Reflect. It's okay. We can't intimidate Tinkaton. I'm pretty sure that it has inner focus. Espathra is getting fast, which I don't like. We already burned our Terra. So I can't Terra Grass. We have to take out this Espathra before we send in our, it's own tempo, not inner focus. We have to take out Espathra before we send anything else. I think we can go Misty Terrain here just to make sure nothing cheekily statuses me. I have no statuses to give out. Maybe I just Spirit Break. I'm just gonna Spirit Break into Espathra, and I'm gonna Snarl here. I don't think Espathra one-shots. Ooh, we're gonna see the Tinkaton does get withdrawn to preserve that fake out pressure. Makes perfect sense. Garganackle is here. Without the Terracloak Golden Go, we are not like super like happy about this. However, I think we're gonna break the sub with the Spirit Break into that slot. So I am happy about that. We do great damage with Snarl on the Espathra. Obviously nothing crazy on Garganackle. But here we go, Spirit Break into that slot as well. If you're running sub, are you running Protect? Psychic Crash sub Protect? Potentially, it's definitely possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. However, my most important thing is getting rid of this Espathra completely. So, I don't even know if Psychic Crash is physical or special. Isn't that wild? I really have no idea. If it's physical, my opponent's already at -1 and we feel comfy. If it's special, then I don't feel super comfy. I think we still Snarl to hit behind the sub potentially. We are gonna see Protect from Espathra, okay. So Espathra does have Protect, sub, and then probably dual stab. Protect, sub, dual stab. What this means to me is that instead of going for Snarl against Espathra, I'm probably gonna go for Extreme Speed. I think that's what I have to do. Even though I want to Snarl, I think Extreme Speed is the place. There's also a chance that my opponent just swaps back out into Tinkaton now. So I think, yeah, but it's too risky. It's too risky. With lefties, of course you have Protect. Why didn't I pick up on that? I think that we're gonna have to, it's so much damage over time. This is really bad. This is not good. This is the opposite of good. This is bad. I'm going to Spirit Break. And I'm faster, unfortunately, or I would Flare Blitz, just predicting the Tinkaton. But I think I need to go ahead and E-Speed so that before the sub gets up, I do damage. We're gonna see Wide Guard. That's fine, baby! That's why I went for E-Speed. I should have said that. I should have called it out, but like my brain was like, I can't go for Snarl. So we'll go for E-Speed here. Cannot set up a sub. You go for Dazzling. We eat that. We eat that. So it's not dual stab. This is not great, but not bad. Not great, but not bad. All right, here's the play. Here's the actual play. We swap out our Arcanine into our Iron Hands because there's no more threat of a Psychic type move, right? It's Tinkaton with Steel, we don't care. Fairy type, kind of scary for sure. If you click that Play Rough button, which we haven't seen yet. But I think at the very least, we can set up like one, what's our screens looking like? Okay, we have 4 and 3. That's enough to win the game. Let's Spirit Break the Garganackle and let's swap out our Iron Hands. I want to preserve that Intimidate. I want to go ahead and, I know I can't Intimidate Tinkaton, but just a little bit on Garganackle, even though it doesn't matter. Most importantly, I don't want my Arcanine not being able to Flare Blitz this Tinkaton. Ooh, knockoff is huge. I really did not expect knockoff there. That is huge. We could lose now. We could definitely lose now, big time. We'll see the Soul Cure into the Grimmsnarl. Should absolutely be enough to take it out after the residual. Arcanine will come right in. And the whole hope now is that I Flare Blitz the Tinkaton and I Drain Punch the Garganackle. We've already spent Terras on both sides, so we should be fine in this position. Question mark? Feels pretty good. Feels like I have ice cream on the mind, dude. Feels like an ice cream sundae. My kids got s'mores ice cream the other day. I'm like intermittent fasting right now, so I couldn't get it with them. But oh my gosh, that s'mores ice cream looked incredible. Actual delicious graham cracker looking ice cream with like chunks of chocolate and marshmallow. Sign me up. Sign me up. We're not gonna go for Swords Dance. There's no fake out pressure here. We're just gonna Flare Blitz. Should take out the Tinkaton, no problem. This Arcanine is built to one-shot specific things like Tinkaton, Amoonguss, and Goldengo. So, you can take it out. I shouldn't say Amoonguss. I guess, yeah, but it does. It does one-shot most Amoongusses. And we'll get a Drain Punch here. Not enough to one-shot, but honestly, you're not clicking Recover here because you're not real. You're clicking your little silly rock move. Yeah, Cure Your Assault, brother. Go ahead. We already saw your leftovers was on your other Pokemon, so I got nothing to fear about this giant pile of rock salt. You're not gaining slow HP with Protect, so I just click Drain Punch again. Should knock you out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm telling you, Drew did such a good time with Drew did such a good time. Drew did such a good job with this team. It feels really, really good. Even as a newbie piloting it, like I don't have any experience piloting it, and the pieces are all very obvious of what they need to do. And I think that's clutch in building a team. Make the best team you can, obviously, but we're gonna have to think less. Like if there's less thinking, there's less room for mistakes. Just make a good team. You got top 64. Final battle coming in hot. All right, final battle. Oh, this is the team. This is the team that Drew actually used to base this team off of. So this is gonna be interesting. We know he's got Fangs on his Arcanine, so setting up screens is gonna feel a little pointless. We know he's got Intimidate. The one thing we have going for us is the legendary Dinkelberg for the Corviknight, which is very, very good against our team. So I think what we wanna do, he's gonna have Fake Out Pressure where I will not have Fake Out Pressure. That is a little disappointing. I think what we wanna do, wow, I actually think this team is a really bad matchup for us. I think we have to, even though he has screen breaking, we have to bring the screens. I don't have a Terra Dark, otherwise I'd just go Grimmsnarl, Terra Dark, and then like something that can be another Dark type and stop the Psychic Fangs. We do not have a Grass type move for Gastrodon, so your Gastrodon answer is actually just setting up with Iron Hands. Not much else to do besides that. Oh, we do have Terra Grass Dinkelberg. We have Terra Grass Dinkelberg. You don't know how badly I want to just lead with Dinkelberg and click Thunderbolt. So badly, but I don't think that's smart. Nothing with, the only thing that he has that like is kind of competitive is gonna be the Mirror Armor. I think he actually leads with Corviknight. I'm leading Dinkelberg, baby. This could be a terrible mistake. We bring the Iron Hands, and I think in the back, we're gonna bring the Arcanine because the Sylveon is super threatening. We also have Intimidate for his Iron Hands and for his own Arcanine. So we'll see. This is gonna be ridiculous. I was hoping I would go 4 for 4, but now all the doubt is in my throat instead of in my butt where it should be. I don't think we're going 4 for 4. This guy, Gara has a Lucario. I don't even have a Lucario. Are you kidding me? Oh no. You're experienced. Okay, we're gonna see Grimmsnarl Gastrodon lead, actually. I was not expecting that. However, this is where Sandy Shocks shines, baby. This is where the shine comes through. I'm gonna burn my Terra turn 1, and you can't tell me why it's wrong. I'm gonna go Light Screen. I'm gonna Terra, actually, okay, let's Protect. Let's Protect Sandy Shocks. Let's do it. I wanna do it, it's my decision. We're gonna, oh my gosh, your animations are so good. Sandy Shocks is just like, it's just a tier S Pokemon based on its animations alone. Let's Protect and set up a Light Screen. What else do we see? I'm hoping we just see Earth Power into Sandy Shocks. That's what I would love to see, not Muddy Water, no Muddy Water. We're gonna see Muddy Water, okay. Muddy Water is gonna connect on the Grimmsnarl. Luckily, there's very few things that Grimmsnarl actually has to connect with. So, that's kind of cool. We're gonna see no accuracy drop here. I am gonna go ahead and just set up, I either set up a Reflect or I just Spirit Break. I'm gonna set up a Reflect, and then I'm gonna Terra Grass. I think, even with Light Screen, I wanna say that Dinkelberg can pull through with a one-shot on the Gastrodon. My doubt-filled throat is telling me that this can absolutely be an all-star turn. This can be an all-star turn. Here comes the Reflect. Okay. Stronger against physical moves. Terra Blast, fastest thing on the board. We didn't see no prankster action from the Grimmsnarl on the other side. Oh, pain. Spirit Break, super effective. Gonna do huge damage, unfortunately, and then hopefully we just see another Muddy Water. That would be ideal. Muddy Water, okay. Connects on both Pokemon. Show me no lies. Oh, that's a lie. That's a dirty lie. You just showed me a lie. Okay, do I have anything that wants to eat a Muddy Water? Not even a little bit. So let's go ahead and, what do I have for Grimmsnarl? Oh, I can cry. I have Arcanine, I can intimidate it, right? Yeah, I can intimidate it. Okay, let's go for Spirit Break on the actually, if he protects Gastrodon, I lose. Let's Spirit Break Grimmsnarl and let's Terra Blast. I'm just afraid of him he's not gonna Terra Grass a Pokemon that weak. There's no way. I don't think he would even survive. Even if it did. Withdraws the Gastrodon. Spooky. Okay, I like that. We're gonna see Corviknight. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. That is my least favorite thing. And its shiny is so good. That's actually a fantastic shiny. This is gonna do all of 4 damage. Actually 4. Okay, actually 4, nice. Literally 4. Probably Spirit Break into, yes. Spirit Break into Sandy Shocks. We're gonna get a special attack drop. That is bad news bears, huh? That is bad news bears. Spirit Break into the Grimmsnarl is gonna do critical damage, critically acclaimed damage even. So here's the problem. My Sandy Shocks is at -1, yeah? -1 probably doesn't take out the opposing Pokemon. So let's go for a Spirit Break against Grimmsnarl and swap out into Arcanine. A lot of these Corviknights like to go with the bulk up set. However, I think with the threat of Sandy Shocks, Dinkelberg, you have to just click Brave Bird at that point. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm no longer gonna have my booster energy, but I don't believe that a -1 behind screens is gonna do the trick. So there's the Mirror Armor. Obviously unfortunate, my Arcanine feels really bad. There's a Reflect. This is the whole reason I'm going into Arcanine is because I need to go ahead and make sure that I take out, I need to make sure I take out these screens. All right, so here's the play here. Let's think about this. It's not, I don't think it's hands. It could be hands, but it's not hands. Is it hands? No, because Grimmsnarl's gonna Spirit Break me and that's gonna stink. I'm not gonna faint to it or anything, but it's gonna stink. Let's go for Sandy Shocks. I think if I had weakness policy on that Iron Hands right now, then I would go out into it. We're gonna go back into Sandy Shocks here. I still might be the fastest thing on the field, but I feel like the correct play. I could also Flare Blitz the Corviknight, right? I think the correct play is to protect and then go for a Psychic Fangs to get rid of these screens for now. Obviously, Corviknight can set it back up. I'm sorry. Obviously, Grimmsnarl can set them back up. But I think that there is a chance that the Gastrodon does just come back in here to read a book. Oh no! We're gonna see the Terra on the Corviknight. Does that make you fighting type? Oh, that's really bad for me. Dragon! Oh, that's awful for me. Dragon Corviknight? I did not remember that about this team. That is spooky. That is absolutely spooky. I really like that. We're gonna Psychic Fangs here. At least now this is neutral. That's cool. We're gonna get rid of the Reflect and the Light Screen. Very awesome. We're gonna see Brave Bird into Dinkelberg. Awesome, really good. And then we can go ahead, we're gonna see Spirit Break into Dinkelberg as well. That's fine. Here's the plan. We E-Speed, and we probably swap out. I can Earth Power. That's Stab. You know what? I think that's actually the winning play, right? Because having Iron Hands take a Brave Bird does not feel good, although the recoil will feel very good. Earth Power does not knock it out. All right, I'm gonna take a risk. I don't know how well I take a Brave Bird, but I feel like it's well. We can E-Speed the Grimmsnarl before it gets a screen off because it's +3 priority, whereas screens are only +1 with Prankster. So that was the whole reason I wanted to Psychic Fangs that turn. Arcanine's so healthy that it's not going anywhere. Even though I'm at -1, just takes it out, no problem. Takes it out, no problem. The Mirror Armor is such a problem for Arcanine, it probably shouldn't have brought it at all, but it's okay. Let's see, we're gonna see Bulk Up actually. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad for me. That is not good. I have seen better days, absolutely. Okay, I've seen a lot better days, for sure. Here comes the Arcanine at the worst possible time for me. At the literal worst possible time for me. I'm hoping he fears the Fake Out, considering we have very similar teams. That would be ideal, but I think that Arcanine being in the back will win the game. I'm going to SD. I think that I have to swap out. No, I can't. I think if anything, we just start E-Speeding. We just start E-Speeding the Corviknight. Corviknight's clearly the biggest threat. We'll get an E-Speed off. It does literally 0. Psychic Fangs breaks my screens and is super effective. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG for sure. Oh, the Arcanine in the back was such a good play. The Arcanine in the back was such a good play. I think my only win con might be, because I don't think I take a +2 Brave Bird at all. My only win con might be a burn on the Flare Blitz. I want to say that's the correct win con. I know it's resisted. I know it doesn't do a lot of damage. I think this is the only win con I have. Right? Because Iron Hands being at +2, I think maybe my other win con obviously was Drain Punching that turn. but he's got bulk ups going for him, so it doesn't matter, right? Flare Blitz at -2 to +2 does nothing. Can we get a burn? Oh, I wanted to be rewarded for playing to my win con. I really did. I wanted to be rewarded for that, but I don't think that's the case. There's no rewards happening today. Let's see what this Corviknight, I mean, the Corviknight has to attack an Iron Hands, right? Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. We are gonna get probably the best chance to survive. I think we have like the highest chance to survive because my opponent is most likely going to go for the Snarl again, which should proc my Citrus. It doesn't, it just misses procking my Citrus. Oh, actually, it misses by a bit, right? Isn't 120? Yeah, 120 is my Citrus. Okay. If we get a burn here, if we get a burn, show it to me. B-word. Oh! B-word would have been so good. I don't think we eat a +2. Oh, we live on 8! What? That's crazy. I don't know how much Drain Punch does, but I'm gonna cross my toes right now. My toes are completely crossed, along with my ankles. Come on, somehow. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine, we have a chance. We have a slight baby chance, baby. Brave Bird Recoil is gonna go ahead and take you into Sad Time Zone. That's where I like to live, Sad Time Zone. And then we can go for, let's see, this resisted 180, 90. It's still the strongest thing and has a chance for burn. If he goes for Brave Bird against me, oh, if you have Roost, I am gonna cry. If you have Roost, I am gonna cry big old tears. Big old big man tears. Big old big man tears if you have Roost. Come on, crit, crit, crit. No crit, burn, 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 burn. No burn, don't you click Roost, don't you click Roost. And the game is over! Ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote for me today. Nothing we can do. He's in the perfect position where I think Flare Blitz does in fact take me out regardless, so it just does not matter. How could I have gotten out of the situation? I don't know, phone a friend. We're gonna try though. No we're not. Are we gonna try? Let's Drain Punch. That should be the game. I'm gonna try to Flare Blitz. Listen, how many Flare Blitzes can I get off? Don't show me that I survived this. Oh, I do, of course I do. Okay, so the play was obviously Drain Punch there. I could have Drain Punched the Arcanine last turn, and that might have done the trick. I'm only at +1, right? Come on, burn. You're gonna Roost again, burn. Okay, you do Roost again. All right, here comes the fattest crit since 1912. Here comes the fattest crit since 1912. Oh, that's gotta be a crit! Oh my gosh, wait a minute. There is literal life here. Okay, okay, here's the play. I'm Drain Punching the Arcanine, and I'm Flare Blitzing the Corviknight. We're gonna Drain Punch the Arcanine and Flare Blitz the Corviknight. There's no way this crit. You withdraw! I'm literally downloaded right now. You actually downloaded me. Crit, crit again, burn. Burn, burn, burn. No burn. Oh, I need that burn so bad. You're gonna bulk up, what if I? Wait, you actually must have hacks. Drain Punch, a Drain Punch would have just taken you out. Oh, pain. Oh, pain in my soul, pain in my soul. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're cooking, we're cruising here, boys. We are cruising. Should I timer stall for game? What's up? Is that what we're here for? No, it's not what we're here for. If I was gonna do that, I would just do it and cut the, you guys would not see it. I'll tell you what, you would see the end of the battle. I would not make you sit through my timer stall. How much time is left on the clock? 4 minutes, we can't stall that. I mean, we might be able to, but you have Roost, so it would probably be a losing game. I should be back at neutral now, right? Okay, I'm at neutral. You literally cannot Brave Bird me, right? You actually cannot Brave Bird me. So I think the play is to go ahead and Drain Punch Arcanine, and I still go for Flare Blitzes into Corviknight. I still think this is the correct play. Just give me a burn. Is that our 4th one? It's always the 4th one. Ah, it's usually always the 4th one. All right, no, if you burn me, I promise. Oh, I would have been so tilted. Okay, you cannot Brave Bird me, so you have to Roost. So us Drain Punching you is always the correct play. Now listen, our obvious win con, like Drain Punching the Arcanine to get as much help as possible to hopefully survive another Flare Blitz. That is enough to survive another Flare Blitz, actually. And the reason why I do that is because I want to, I mean, all I want to do is snag a burn, if I'm honest with you, is all I want to do. I don't even need to swap out the Arcanine because like, there's no reason. Oh, we don't survive. I lied. Okay, that's really bad. That's really, really awful. Okay, listen, it's always the 5th time. It's always the 5th one that gets the burn. It is. It's always the 5th one. Please. Oh, pain. Pain, Brave Bird, into the Arcanine. Is it enough? It is absolutely enough without that burn. And now we probably lose. We'll get some recoil here. Actually, there's a slight chance we win. We have not seen Protect from this thing yet, yeah? We have not seen Protect. Earth Power absolutely one-shots the Corviknight. And I don't think the Arcanine has anything to one-shot me. Oh, Flare Blitz. Oh, I have to go for the Arcanine and Brave Bird. Oh, I lose. I lose. I lose both ways. Dang, dude. And obviously you got rid of my screens already. I guess my only hope is that you misplay. What's more likely? A Snarl misplay or a Flare Blitz misplay? I know you cannot have Protect on Arcanine. We've seen Bulk Up, Brave Bird, and Roost. So you could have Protect on Corviknight technically. I guess I'll play to that and I'll Earth Power the Arcanine. Actually, let's Earth Power the Corviknight. Okay, Earth Power the Corviknight, it goes down. Obviously, move time 9. If we could have just gotten the burn on that last turn, I genuinely think we could have won. I genuinely do, but it would be too good to go 4 for 4. It would be way too good to go 4 for 4. So instead, we will go 9 times over. That's it. That's the entire video, Sandy Shocks. I'm so sorry. I feel like I let you down. There was definitely a win con somewhere in there. There really was. Even just focusing down the Arcanine sooner, that one turn where I didn't Drain Punch the Arcanine, if I did do that, we would have won. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But that's it. I love this team. I'm gonna use it again on stream. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Drew's video. Check out the sponsor, of course. Raid is a fantastic, fantastic game. Keep it shady.